Guys, just here we have a new dashcam in the house. This is the 4K A810 Lite from 70mi that records in 4K HDR, super night vision, 4G compatibility, dual channel recording in a compact design. It does have other features like GPS, Wi-Fi 6 for fast transfers, voice commands, app control, but the best thing about this is the price. It starts at $89.99. Alright, so let's start with a quick unboxing. Let me show you what's included and also some accessories that you can buy. So starting off, we have some of these plastics that go on the window. This is for where you're going to install the camera, manual, user manual real quick, double-sided tape. And also in this case, they 70mi included micro SD card. This is a 64 gig, but you can use more capacity if you want to. 64 gig is okay, but I'm probably gonna use 128. And here we have the rear camera, very small camera. This is a 1080p. Here's the main camera. Look at this. It does have a large 3-inch screen over here. There are 4 buttons right here at the bottom. Pretty much it tells you everything. There are 2 USB-C ports on this side, and then we have the DC in, so this is for power, and then this is for the rear camera. And then we have the power button on this side and the micro SD slot as well. The camera can adjust the angle. We have the cable for the rear camera. This is a pretty long cable. We also have the cable. This looks like the cable for power. We have a cigarette lighter adapter, just in case if you want to do that. And then we have some mounting brackets. And we have the little tool for the cable. 70mi sent me these 4G hardwire kit. This is really nice because once you install the hardwire kit, you get access to more options like parking surveillance, 24-hour parking surveillance, and the 4G kit can connect your camera to your phone without Wi-Fi. So here is what's included inside this 4G kit. So this is the unit. The SIM card goes in here on this side. So if you know how to do this, you can connect this to your fuse box. I already have one installed in my car, and this is the USB-C power that goes to the camera from this kit, which is right here. It goes to the camera. And then 70mi also include the SIM card, which is really nice touch. It gives you the instructions on how to connect the SIM card, and here it is. I mean, look at that. And that's it. This is totally optional. You can still use this as a hardwired kit without the SIM card, but if you're already spending money for this, I would recommend to get the SIM card to get the 24/7 surveillance. And you get also the TP, what's it called? The CPL filter. So this is so you can reduce glare from the window in your car. So remember, this is 4K and the rear camera is 1080p. So let's set it up. Let's install it in the car. Let's see how it works. All right, so let's start with this installation. I do have the T800 from 70mi here. I love this camera, so I'm not gonna take it off. We're going to start with this this plastic. This is so easy to install, but it makes a huge difference. Now let's install the filter. Just goes in by pressure. Gotta make sure that you want to align it. So I'm just gonna put it like right here. This is the rear camera from the T800. Look how big this is. This is also a 4K camera, so you will get a better resolution. This is a 1080p camera. Look at that size of this thing. It's still, I mean, it looks great, but it's just a massive difference. I'm going to clean it with this sterilizer, just like that. And I'm going to remove this plastic cover. I'm just gonna go on par with this. Now we're gonna run the cable all the way to the front. And for that, we're going to use this other extension dish, which is already included. All right, and for the fuse box, so in my case, I'm using the 4G hardwire kit. This is where I put it. If you can see, there's the fuse box. I am using the 4G unit This is the original 4G unit that I have for the T800. So I'm just going to install the SIM card, I guess. All right, so we use this little tool to open this up. This is kind of like the cell phones. The SIM card goes in here. Oh, you already separated the SIM card from this thing. Yeah, it goes like that. Just like that. All right, so the most important feature from a dash cam is the video quality. This camera records in 4K resolution with HDR, so the picture is very clear and sharp. You're able to see every little detail, which is very important just in case if you get into an accident. It has a wide angle lens with 140 degrees field of view, so you'll be able to cover more lanes to capture side impacts or unexpected cut-ins. At night, the camera also performs great. HDR reduces glare and reflections, so you're able to capture license plate numbers and many details around you. Now, things change a little with the rear camera. It records in 1080p, so for obvious reasons, the image quality is lower and it is noticeable. However, you can still see a lot of details like license plate numbers. It also has 130 degrees field of view, so yes, you're able to see more around you. At night is where this camera struggles. You can still see some details, but there's a lot of noise. The image is not as clear, so keep that in mind that you will be very limited with the rear camera at night. Overall, I'm very pleased with the video quality from the main camera. Now you can access the menus from the camera. Right here, there are 4 buttons below. Just press one button, you get access to all the settings. It is very easy to navigate. Parking security, smart travel, sound effects or sound system settings, video settings. I mean, everything is very easy to access. Now, if you download the app, you get access to a lot more settings. And also, if you have more 70mm cameras, you get to choose which one is the one that you want to connect. For example, I have the T800 over here. And I also have the 4K Omni, which is it's a very awesome camera. I did a video review on it. You can see it right up here. But as of right now, I'm going to connect to the 4K A810. All right, so over here, let's go into real-time view. Real-time view. Over here, you get to switch from the front camera to the rear camera. And then let's go into the settings. This is where you're going to have access to a bunch of settings, video encoding format, for example, resolution. You can change the resolution either to 4K or 1080p. I'm going to leave it in 4K. Why would I want to change that? HDR is on. You can also switch to turn off the HDR, or you can schedule HDR. However, I would like to leave HDR on all the time. Recording duration, I have it in 1 minute. You can also turn off this watermarks, speed, coordinates, 70mm logo. Mirror rotation, I highly recommend for you guys to check this out because, for example, the rear camera, since it's flip upside down, you make sure you flip this or rotate it 180 degrees. That way you get the correct rotation. I love remote view, power on, when power on. And then also you get access to parking security. I have 24 hours duration, collision detection, time-lapse photography. Time-lapse photography, it's really, really nice, but it drains a lot of power from your battery. So that's why I turned this one off. Emergency video, smart travel. You have access to emergency video, driver fatigue reminder, voice control. I mean, you get so much access to this. Also, one more thing I suggest you to do is that to turn on record audio. If you like to listen to the audio, what's going on around you while recording, make sure you turn on that feature, and then you get more system settings like language, clock, and everything. Device album. And here you get access to all the videos. You can download the videos if you want to. The cool thing about this is that Wi-Fi 6, it's super fast. It is super nice. For example, let's click on this video. And you get to see all the recordings right here. You can add watermaster. You can download the video if you want to. Yeah, it looks very clean. I like that. So yeah, Wi-Fi 6 gives you access to all the videos and fast downloads. Last but not least, we have the 4G connectivity. Now for this, I'm using the T800 camera, but it also works with the A810 as well. If we go to remote surveillance, we can see live what's going on around my car. As of right now, I was just parked at work, so there's nothing going on. We can also switch to the rear camera. You can also receive notifications to your phone and watch pre-recorded videos of suspicious persons detected. Another cool feature is the precise vehicle location with GPS. So if your car gets stolen, you can track it right away. Check out the links in the description of the video because this camera offers great value for the price.